Hello guys, Sakaboy here today. Then we're going to see Ghost of yōtei gameplay trailer. Now we find out that his release date will be October, and now basically we're gonna have a new glimpse about the gameplay of this game. Now technically it was released about a couple of hours ago, so I was able to be late, but hey, it was a couple hours, so it's not really too late to just saw the trailer. But so far so good, we got to do just fine. Anyways though, so basically Noel, this is basically the trailer we will be waiting for. Maybe it wasn't that much, but the gameplay, we're going to see find out what it is. But as for now, I mean, we got the gameplay back in the Ghost of Tsushima thing. Ghost of Tsushima, but now we're gonna have here. Now let's see how many mechanics or how many styles we can do. We're gonna keep us anyways. Anyway, let's react. Okay, I think now basically now is the time.
Hello everyone, this is Jason Connell and Nate Fox from Sucker Punch Productions. Ghost of Tsushima was an honor to be a part of. And today, Nate and I get to share more about our next game, Ghost of yōtei. We'll be sharing how we've crafted the game around exploration while keeping Atsu's tale of vengeance front and center. We'll also talk about ghost combat and how it's evolved.
Damn.
And we'll introduce for the first time some new special...
I think basically the mountain is basically like an icon in this game, I suppose.
Folk legend, the Onryo.
Onryo is, I checked on Wikipedia about this, and it's basically a demon, a female one.
Believe Atsu is an Onryo, a wrathful ghost bent on revenge.
Or a demon.
And they're half right. Atsu doesn't care if she lives or dies, so long as she can punish the yōtei Six, a ruthless gang who slaughtered her family.
So it's basically
After 16
revenge.
years in the South, she's returned home to put their spirits to rest. It's warm memories of her family that propel her forward. When Atsu returns to her childhood home, with the push of a button, you can experience those cherished times.
So like some sort of a Life is Strange type of exposure type thing,
Freedom to explore Atsu's
where you can
past,
explore the past and the
meaning of her
present.
loss becomes personal. It's that pain that pushes her forward. Hunting down the yōtei 6 is a near impossible task. She'll face 1,000 blades. But the Onryo is relentless, and with each victory, the ghost story around her.
How? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. The Japanese glazing about one demon, which is not as powerful. I check on Wikipedia, and this demon is not as strong as you might think. The Age of Japan. This is scary, but in brute strength, I don't really think so.
More than any game Sucker Punch has ever made. But it's also a game that, at its heart, is inspired by so many of our favorite wandering samurai films. So let's start off by talking about exploration at the edge of Japan. We all have different playstyles, so we set out to make an open world game that lets you drive your own experiences. Whether that's your curiosity to wander, your thirst for combat, or a deep desire to stay focused on the story. As you explore, there's an underlying clue system that invites you to new adventures and new areas of the game that could be appealing to you. If you interrogate an enemy, choosing to ask about the Oni, you could uncover a landscape scarred by fire with more bold, samurai-like enemies to fight and abilities for Atsu to learn.
Oh, they got the same hill bar.
If you ask about the Kitsune, might lead you to an area filled with snow, deception, enemies that ambush you, and new ninja-like tactics to study. Atsu draws cards for each clue to keep track of all available adventures. The more you play, the more the game unfolds for you. As she makes progress against the yōtei 6, her legend as the Onryo grows. It's hard. The bounty will go up, drawing the attention of deadlier foes.
Are you lost?
I'm looking for some old friends. The yōtei 6.
Show her the door.
There is a hefty price on Atsu's head. Now, Atsu can also hunt down her own bounties that bring her all around the land. This is a
So basically, it's a bounding game. I get it. Okay then.
You're here for my bounty.
Whee!
Hidden in the world are altars of reflection. Finding one inspires Atsu and unlocks a new ability to help her on the journey ahead. They are fun to find on their own, but for a quicker route, you can always buy a traveler's map from the cartographer. Ghost of Yōtei isn't going to rush you through anything. You can choose what motivates you most. But we think the best way to play is to simply pull out your spyglass, find something interesting on the horizon, and enjoy the ride.
It's like basically now the controller they do all the job instead of us. It's okay.
checking it all off. It's about engaging in the content that gets you excited. Embrace that curiosity and let the wind guide you on your hunt.
Master the blade.
Ezo is a dangerous place. Atsu always wields a weapon. As for which, that's up to you. Will you choose a katana, spear, a surigama, odachi, or dual swords? Each is uniquely effective against a particular enemy and has their own set of upgrades to discover and master.
When Saito banners.
Let's see how she uses these weapons in the field.
That's really bizarre. They have games, war games. I don't know the boundaries, but I don't know, basically, I don't know that the boundaries have war games.
Free us. Inochichi steals our crops while our family starves.
Holy shit.
Atsu's no samurai or ninja. No. She's a lone wolf mercenary who'll use every advantage, every dirty trick to win a fight. Combat has the feel of a classic samurai movie. Every motion counts. It's about lethal precision. If an enemy swings hard, Atsu can lose her weapon. But if she can disarm them.
So I better give her my moves then. I don't know if she get through these hands, I guess.
For the job. To fight a massive enemy, her huge odachi blade is best.
Ah, so basically, I like basically, goddamn, how huge that sword is? Anyways, so basically instead of, use different fighting combat techniques,
The one in charge.
like Jin, that you use, it depends the fighter, like his attack. This girl right here, it depends the weapon, or it depends the enemy, the type of the weapon.
Blades are great, but ranged weapons work too. And Atsu's got an arsenal.
Of course, it will be always the weapon. This, I don't know, basically found this have a professional armory.
Some weapons like kunai, bombs, or even blinding powder can give Atsu an edge. When enemies switch weapons, you'll have to adapt. Dual swords are best against spears.
Tell me what you know about Saito.
Atsu doesn't always fight alone. She'll meet several allies on her hunt,
And animals?
including a mysterious wolf.
Mysterious beach. Okie doke then. Under the stars.
Atsu can set up camp under the stars of Ezo. But she's not always alone.
Hey friend, share your fire with the traveling peddler?
What are you selling?
A mask said to be cursed with the unpredictable nature of its previous owner.
Camping under the stars is a great way to rest up, play your shamisen, or cook to ready for a fight ahead. It's also designed to help bring important characters and upgrades straight to you. In fact, in place of the journal menu from Ghost of Tsushima, we've opted for a more character-driven way of managing allies and vendors you meet in Ezo. over time, Atsu grows to have her own wolf pack. Here, you can keep track of when a sensei might have a weapon skill for you, or when a vendor has something unique to sell. Managing upgrades, resources, when to buy what, can be a burden in a big open world game. At campsites, members of your wolf pack can catch up with you, offering upgrades and unique items. This helps ensure you have every opportunity to upgrade and prepare for Atsu's vengeance quest ahead. You don't have to leave where you're exploring, the game comes to you.
So basically, customization or anything like customizations.
Exploring Ezo, you'll discover all sorts of new armor, charms, and gear. Perfect for building up Atsu around your chosen playstyle. Are you stealth, range, or melee focused? Find and combine the pieces that are just right for you.
Kind of like Rune from God of War Ragnarok or 2018. I get it, understand.
And weapons to make sure that your version of Atsu looks and fights just the way you want.
Music.
The score of Ghost of Yōtei is incredibly special to us. Our amazing composer, Toma Otoa, has created a mashup of Eastern instrumentation with Western flavors, brought to life through an exciting collaboration of many talented artists. If you like what you heard, we're releasing 2 tracks featured in today's State of Play on your favorite streaming service immediately after the show.
Let me guess, camera.
Community for Ghost of Tsushima is incredible. We're happy to have photo mode back in Ghost of Yōtei and look forward to seeing photos from your journey.
Is that a fucking bear?
We want playing through Ghost of Yōtei to feel like stepping inside of your favorite classic soundtracks. So, from the beginning of the game, we're happy to offer a full Japanese voice track with full lip sync that you can play with subtitles.
So basically, it's happened the same way with the Ghost of Tsushima. At the beginning of the game, you see basically flags left or right to show that technically this is a wartime. But in the other, it's basically a flaming tree. Why physical people if they play a Japanese game as well used to read in Japanese?
We are honored to once
I don't get you. I don't know about Japanese, but you do you.
which emulates his classic black and white films. For Ghosts of Yōtei, we wanted to celebrate 2 other influential directors who have had an impact on the genre as a whole. First, we've partnered with Takeshi Miike, director of 13 Assassins, for a mode that puts the camera closer during combat for a more intense,
Oh my
broad sequence, along with
days.
increased mud and blood splatter. And lastly, we've partnered with the director of Samurai Champloo, Shinichiro Watanabe. Turn this mode on to listen to some original lo-fi tracks directed by Watanabe himself.
God damn, he knows some bits.
so many ways to make your Ghost of Yōtei playthrough your own. But no matter how you play, here's one way to experience Ghost of Yōtei that is sure to be special.
I say, there's a thing about this. Basically, the artwork of the Japanese people to have some sort of to fix something that's broken. Basically, okie doke.
Today, you've got a glimpse into Atsu's hunt for the yōtei 6. Forge your own path while discovering the secrets of Ezo. To survive, you'll need to master a variety of weapons, using lethal precision to overcome the odds and take revenge as the on-road. Ghost of Yōtei comes out on October 2nd. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, I can do that. Oh, okay. And that's it. Okay, guys, I can boy here. Last episode here. The world back closer to more gameplay, to do more crazy for you guys wherever. Follow me on it down. The description below as always. I liking it. I like it. No, for real, I like it because basically to show you the differences of this game, try to tell you that sometimes it can be something to have some incredible gameplays. And besides the point that technically I'm gonna have to myself to enjoy it really much because now it depends the combat mechanic because basically that unlike basic Ghost of Tsushima that technically you have to it depends the enemy, you have to produce a different fighting style to defeat your enemies with. Luckily, unlike now it depends the weapon. It depends. Well, your weapons depends the enemy weapon. For example, if you use other weapons instead of different, it depends. Now instead of another fighting style, you use a weapon. It depends the weapon that the enemy have. So for example, if the enemy goes heavy, now instead of a different fighting style, he has a weapon. He uses a different weapon, which is kind of impressive though, because well, to be fair, we can use the same way with the Ghost of Tsushima, but hey, I suppose it would be different than that. Well, it depends on the fighter style, right? But the music, god damn, the music is like a basically rapping music. Like a, okay, that I have to admit, I mean, he can be always with a guitar, with a really strange guitar, but hey, we can use with that. I can enjoy some old agent rap music, which is impressive, I'm not gonna lie to ourselves. We got even companions, animals, like we play in some sort of Far Cry Primal or something. But you know what? I love two animals. I mean, basically, you have a horse as a companion to use as a sort of a brute style thing back in Ghost of Tsushima, if you play the DLC. Now, we can play as the wolf, but can the wolf be you have customization, you know. But the wolf I guess supposed gonna have, but anyways though. Now basically the idea about this game is said to be done like a sort of
Well, the only thing I like is basically the weaponry, the combat, and the music. That's what I'm interested the most to play this game. And also war camps. The bounties have war camps. I mean, yeah, sure, they are bounders, but I didn't know that the bounties have upgraded armories. But anyways, though, at least basically, I like when it comes to those that technically this game is about to do with pounding war, not with classic war about the Mongolians. But I'm digress. And even though that I can't wait to play this game. I mean, basically, it it looks a classic style that even though it takes place 40,000 years or 3,000 years after the events of Ghost of Tsushima, I'm digress with myself that technically you can be a little sneaky or cheating in fights. Well, it depends, like basically the fighter. I mean, Jin is a military samurai, so he knows some basic combat or basically other enemies taken down without using different style of weapons. But unlike basically our girl right here, she doesn't know about how it knows basic swordsman style, not other stuff. Like basically I don't know basic about combat, but hey, cheating in combat is enough. I mean, it's a bounty. Bounders can cheat too. I don't know. That's it. But I can wait to play anyways. And that. And that piece.